Well, up next is the newspaper cartoon of the day. Welcome back to the news. A body of a 3-day-old infant was found buried in the Developala area in Bayangoda. The police said that a 27-year-old female was taken into custody on suspicion. The female suspect had told the police that she had given birth to a stillborn infant on the 18th of this month and that she buried the infant near her residence. According to the police, the magisterial inquiry into the incident is yet to be concluded. Meanwhile, the bodies of a mother and her son have been found inside a well in Katagola, Variapula. The police say that their bodies were found in an agrarian well close to their home. The victims were a 29-year-old mother and her 1.5-year-old son. The police have commenced investigations into their deaths. In business news this evening, stocks of vegetables are being discarded at the Badul Economic Centre once again due to the inability to sell them. Farmers have been severely inconvenienced as a result.
There is an inability to sell vegetables including cucumbers and brinjals. Farmers say that although these vegetables fetched high prices during the New Year season, they cannot be sold at present. The Secretary of the Traders Association of the Dambul Economic Centre, I.G. Vijayananda, says that vegetables are going to waste due to the excessive supply and the lack of consumers at the centre at present. He added that about 30,000 kilograms of vegetables go to waste each day. No one has asked for any vegetables yet. I have been here since 8 a.m. I offered it for 100 rupees but no one is interested. If they cannot fetch the price of a box, then there is no point in coming here. The farmers are in despair.
In more local news, speaking at an event held in Valikanda today, Minister of Health Maitripala Sirisena said there is a need for a new program to be initiated to emerge triumphant in the competitive world with technical knowledge.
The Public Sector Employee Skills Promotion Unit in Valikanda in the Mahaveli B zone, constructed by the Ministry of State Management Reforms at a cost of 2 million rupees, was declared open today. In another 5 years, printing will probably cease to exist. There may not even be television. In developed countries, these have already been condensed into the handheld mobile phone, which also had connectivity to the internet. Thereby, as a developing country, this program is very important for us to gain technical knowledge and to join this new world and gain victory over the competition. Today there has been unique development in physical resources. Carpeted roads are being constructed in place of concrete roads. New irrigation systems are being planned. Parallel to this massive development of physical resources, we have to develop human resources in the country. It has become a major challenge for us to bring the public service into this 21st century. As public sector employees, your wages and benefits are paid for by the people. We all know, and it has been made evident in reports as well. And I can tell you with certainty that although we say that we work 8 hours a day, in truth, we only work about 4 or 5 hours a day. This concept needs to change.
Sarath Fonseca, the leader of the Democratic Party, says the government is spending money on endeavours that do not yield any results instead of resolving problems faced by the people. The former army commander made this statement during a visit to Nagahamulla, Kolanawa today.
Sarath Fonseca inquired into the problems and shortcomings in the 101 estate area in Nagahamulla, Kolanawa during his visit. The biggest problem in this area is the landfill, which started in a 2-acre area which now spans across 17 acres. This would not be a big problem if the government had even a thimbleful of enthusiasm to resolve it. There is plenty of space in the country. There is modern technology and machinery. Even the poorest countries in the world do not pile up garbage like this. There are new systems. Although they do not spend money on this, our leaders are living in luxury. For example, if 20 million rupees has been allocated for public health, 1/10 of that is spent annually for the needs of the president. This is the situation in the country. It is extremely disappointing.
United National Party General Secretary Tissa Attanayake engaged in religious observances which was held at the Lankaji Temple in Sawara Katori, Japan this morning. This report was filed by our News First correspondent in Japan, Samantha Pereira. This is organized by the Tokyo branch of the United National Party. The religious observances were headed by Deputy Chief Incumbent of the Lankaji Temple, Venerable Henagedara Shilabhadra Thera, Venerable Yatawara Panyarama Thera, and several other Mahasanghas. Following the religious observances, Tissa Attanayake engaged in New Year celebrations organized by the members of the UNP Tokyo branch. UNP parliamentarian Buddhika Patharana says it is essential to serve the public without waiting to come into government. The MP made this statement subsequent to a meeting with Japanese delegation in Katunayaka yesterday.
The Japanese delegation presented MP Buddhika Patharana with books and musical instruments to be distributed among libraries, preschools and schools in the Matra district. As opposition public representatives, it is our vision and our program to secure the support of local and international donors and bring forth the dawn of a new chapter for our districts, going beyond the politics where we wait to come into government to serve the people.
A media briefing convened by the United National Party was held today. Taking a look at sports news now. Emirates Team New Zealand won both fleet races at the America's Cup World Series of Naples yesterday to take the lead heading into Super Today's Grand Final.
Skipper Dean Barker led from post to post in the first race of the afternoon, holding off a late charge from series leader Oracle Team USA. In the second race, the Emirates crew was forced to come from behind, grabbing the lead halfway through the race, helped by a penalty to Ben Ainsley's JP Morgan bar team after they sailed outside the boundary of the race course. The victories leave Team New Zealand with a 5-point lead over Oracle Team USA after the third day of racing off the Italian city. Today's race has 40 points available to the winner, leaving the Naples Championship wide open as only 10 points separate the top 4 teams on the leaderboard.
Amid high security, Boston Red Sox fans turned out as their team took to the playing field for the first time yesterday since the Boston Marathon bombings put sports in the city on hold.
Police with heavy gear and armored trucks were highly visible all around the Fenway Park area as thousands of fans made their way through the already congested downtown area. Fans were asked to turn out early as thorough searches and use of metal detecting wands at security checkpoints made for slow-moving lines into the stadium. Relief was evident on the faces of many, though after the week-long ordeal was brought an end Friday night with capture of the second brother suspected of carrying out the bombings.
Times champion Rafael Nadal will lock horns with world number 1 Novak Djokovic for third time in the Monte Carlo Masters final after both sailed through their semi-finals with relative ease yesterday.
Nadal was given a fight by Frenchman Jo-Wilfried Tsonga before the Spaniard won 6-3, 7-6, but Djokovic was dominant in a 6-2, 6-1 thrashing of Italian showman Fabio Fognini. Former world number 1 Nadal, looking for his fourth title of the year in only his fifth event since returning from a long-standing knee injury, clinched a 46th consecutive victory at the traditional clay court event alongside the Mediterranean. The final against Djokovic will give a further measure of Nadal's physical condition as he eyes the French Open, especially as the Serb is showing no sign of being worried by the ankle he twisted while on Davis Cup duty 2 weeks ago. Fognini played some crowd-pleasing winners against Djokovic, but was no match for the ruthless Serb, who was in no mood to mess around on the centre court. The 32nd ranked Italian, who has enjoyed a huge support this week at a stadium located just kilometers away from his home, offered little fight and was booed off court after only 50 minutes by the restless crowd.
Sees this season 6-2, 6-1.
You're with news first, and up next is a look at the bitter truth.
In 2011, the Ministry of Sports initiated a program to construct sports complexes in all provinces with a view to take sports to rural communities. Stadiums which had facilities to host national-level events were chosen for this purpose. Although this was strategically important, the fact that the development of several of these stadiums had stalled halfway is a serious problem. This is the fate that has befallen the Vincent Dyer Stadium in Badulla in the Uva province. The foundation stone was laid on the 27th of September 2011 at the stadium to construct a complex that would provide facilities for football, cricket, swimming, basketball and track and field events. According to the official website of the Central Engineering Consultancy Bureau, which secured the contract, work was to be completed by the 9th of September 2012. However, even today, there appears to be no sense of urgency whatsoever in the construction of this complex. The Director General of Sports, Ranjani Jayakodi, has also admitted that there has been a delay in construction. When Sports first made inquiries, she said that although there are sufficient finances, the delay has cropped up due to a delay in making payments. Sports is gradually deteriorating. Most authorities try to have these sports carnivals organized in line with their agendas. They secure a sports ground and put up flags all around it. They put up a flag for the president, the local leader, and hold carnivals. Today you cannot hold international level events here. They have just wasted money. The serious issue here is that the Badulla Municipal Council does not consider the Vincent Dyer Stadium as a stadium. The landfill right next to it is a perfect example of this. Although Sports First has pointed out the hardships faced by athletes as a result of this, no solution has been provided. Local authorities have failed even today to properly maintain a hockey ground located adjacent to the stadium. Is Badulla yet to receive the benefits of sports development because it is not a centre of political power? When will the renovation of the Vincent Dyer Stadium be completed so it will be fit to host events again?
Sports First, brought to you by Dialogue, the future today.
Benjamin Britten's centenary concert presented by Symphony Orchestra of Sri Lanka will be held on the 27th of this month at the Lionel Bend. The Symphony Orchestra of Sri Lanka was seen actively practicing for the concert today. The concert will feature famous pieces by Benjamin Britten. Dushanti Pereira is the Chamber Orchestra Director for the concert, and MTV Sports and Yes FM are the media sponsors of the event.